Alright. Well, today's game that we're going to be playing is we are going to play Shadowland while answering research questions about the game and Netmarble as a whole. Each time I lose, I have to get a player to repeat the same word as me on global, then leave. So basically what I'm saying is that each time that I play Shadowland, I'm going to be answering one question from my notepad that I have in front of me about net beams or basically the game in general. And as I'm answering these questions and I fail, I'm going to have to get somebody from the global chat, which is this one right here. Get somebody from global chat to actually say the same thing as me. So like if I say banana or even cliche, they're going to have to say cliche the same with me too. So you know how people in global can be. So hopefully this does not take an hour to do. If it does, I'm probably going to have to cut it, you know. So yeah, so that's what's going to happen. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going challenges here and then Shadowland. If y'all haven't played Shadowland, it's basically y'all have to defeat each one of these floors. These floors are very random. They're not always consistent. I'll show you what I mean. And once you get past 30 and into the kings, into the the King's Land, which is probably, I've never been there. I've got so far as, well, it doesn't say here, but I got as far as 25. Yeah, I got as far as 25. I never got to 30 before. But maybe doing this will actually help me, get to that 30 and then, actually become master of the Shadowlands. Alright. As you can see, it's basically King of the Hill. Okay, number 1. Since we're just going to do at least 5 stages this time, I'm going to break it up as parts. We're going to do Iron Man because I just love me some Iron Man, especially Robert Downey Jr., favorite character. Really should check him out. Just love him so much. And that's what I'm going to be using. So hopefully I don't lose against Iron Man. What is his name? I forgot. Oh, this is Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, and Vision. So hopefully I don't lose. Okay, let's see. And I got it paired up with Agent. Well, she's not an agent. I got it paired up with Wolverine's daughter that was made in a cloning thing. That's what I'm starting off with for my team. I forgot. It's like X-23. And then you see I got Daredevil, which is this red guy right here, but I'm starting off with X-23. And not Elsa, but Alicia. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. Shadowland is pretty good. It just depends on where you're at in the game. If you're really far, then it's okay. Like, you won't be so hard on it. Like, it won't be so hard, but if you're not good with the game, you're gonna have a lot of difficulties. You're gonna be like, oh, what do I do? Alright, so one of the questions I have here is, when was Netmarble created, which is the company that actually made this game? That's what it's saying on the website, that Netmarbles made this game. And they're saying that Netmarbles itself, the company, was created in the 2000s. So that's pretty long time. Because we're like basically in 2019, so it's like 19 years, if my calculations are correct. 19 years. Surely. Oh my gosh. Ooh. but yeah, my character's pretty fast, but the level that I'm trying to get her at is super strong. I'm not trying to, you know, because that fight took way too long. Way too long. So I won that fight, so I do not have to go on global and try to get somebody to say my word. But let me show you the character that I just used. I mean, her stats are not as great, but I've worked hard and she's looking pretty good. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is X-23, also known as Wolverine's daughter. I'm not gonna talk about the movie Logan because I feel like, you know, that's just spoilers in itself. You should just go out and see the movie and see for yourself because she's really good. This is not the kid's version. This is when she's an adult. Yeah, this is when she's an adult. And you can tell she's mutant. She's a superhero, not a villain like I thought she would have been when they brought her in the game. And then you see max speed, all that. I really don't have much on it, but it gets me through Alliance Conquest. So that really helps. And I do not have the uniform because uniforms cost. And as you can see, I got 375 crystals up top. If you can see where the blue diamond is, or I think what you call it is a trapezoid, where you can see the trapezoid is right next to the money, the gold, right above her head. You'll see that it says 375, and that is what you use to buy the uniforms. Yeah, this is her uniform, but as you can see, 1,750, and I do not have that at this moment. Okay, let's go to the next floor and see what that entails. Okay, looks pretty interesting. It's not too bad. You got rumble mode. Now rumble mode, you'll see how different, when I go into it, you'll see how different it is from what I did, which was a standard relay mode where they just shoot out two characters at a time, you know, compared to what I was going through. And you know, rumble mode is different. It's all three characters at the same time, or it could be, yeah, all three characters at the same time, but I only control one, and then automatically whatever AI or computer, whatever they're using, controls the rest of them. Okay, so for this one, I feel like I'm gonna be good with, since I cleared this previously in the past Shadowlands, I feel like I'll be good with this one. So I am going to do, I don't want to use the same one because I know that was difficult. And yeah, I know that was difficult. We're going to do Moon Girl. This is Moon Girl right here. The one I just clicked, that's Moon Girl. And we're going to put, I don't want to use any of my ties. We're going to put Lincoln, Lincoln right here, if you know about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know who Lincoln is. And Whiplash. Whiplash, I know this seems like a weird combination, but it has worked for me previously, so don't knock it till you try it now. Let's just hope that I do well on this so I don't have to say any of these names that I got lined up. You know, let me just tell you what names I got lined up to say in global to get people to say these names. Like, I have literally banana that I want people to say, like, to get people to say, or The Hills Are Alive from The Sound of Music. Really, really good movie. You should try it. I was forced to watch it, like, a lot of times when I was in orchestra. Like, they just forced people to watch it. Well, it looks like I will be saying one of these names in global. So now, I'm going to go on global and see if I can get somebody to say at least one of these names. I don't think anybody's going to say the Hills Are Alive. Maybe they will. Because I guess it's an American thing for, you know, people to get, you know, for just get their chorus people to watch Sound of Music. So I'm going to see if anybody will say banana. At least, you know, just to see. Just to see. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. I want a banana. You can't even use emojis in this game, which I hate. Because I feel like it'll just give character. If people, like, if they'll, you know, at least allow us to use emojis. Because I know for a fact that if you use color on your thing, then they will, you know, they'll really, oh gosh, somebody put ... Because they're talking about anime right now. I want to join in, but I can't. Okay, wait, can someone say banana? Can someone say banana? It's my game. I can make, you know, it's my game that I make up. I can say anything. Yeah, to get people to say banana. Oh God, they're still talking about SOA, which is, if you don't know, that's Sword Art Online. It's an anime that really, really popular in America. Dang. Yes, LOL. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get everybody to say this. And at the same time, I do not want to get banned. And if that happens, okay, if they don't say it after this, then I think I'm gonna just head on to the next floor. Because either they're gonna just block me, or this is going to continue. Manga and anime to movies very rarely work. Sad the truth to say. I don't even agree with that statement. I'm not even in this conversation, but I don't even agree with that statement. But yeah, exactly. It's so blunt. It's not a, you know. Some people prefer different things. We don't always like the same things. Okay, they're not saying it. So I'm just going to continue with the Shadowland because I know that they're going to keep talking about this anime, especially Ghost and Shield, which I never actually dabbled in. I've dabbled in the movie, but you know, sometimes when people have different interpretations of things. So you can't really say, like, I hate the movie for the anime. Because at the same time, it's like a book. You read a book, it might say the cat drives a car. But in your mind, you're thinking that the cat is metaphorical. Like, this human being is a cat, and it's metaphorical. It's a metaphor, basically. And that, you know, that the car is just what they mean to get to your goals or something. It could be something deeper like that. So I understand what that person's talking about, if that makes sense. Well, back on Shadowland, because I lost on this one, I couldn't get anybody to say banana, sadly. I'm gonna go to Blast characters haven't finished. But you know what? Since they both say the same thing, Blast characters, like this one right here and this one right here says the same thing. I'm just going to go for the middle one, where I just only have to go against Wasp. I forgot the pink hair lady's name. Daisy and I was going to say Scarlet Witch. I mean the lady from Runaway. Runaway. I don't remember her name, sadly, because I do not watch the show. So let's get started with this one. For Speed, I do not want to lose again because that was terrible. So I'm gonna do Quicksilver. No. I'm not gonna do Quicksilver. Like I really don't work on my Speed characters like that, which is sad. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with what I said before. I'm gonna go with Quicksilver. Yeah, Quicksilver. I know my Quicksilver is probably gonna knock out everything. And this guy right here. I know she's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Bobby. And this is the guy that starts with the F. Yeah. Okay. I really love the art designs that they have on here. And it's cool because they change it every update. Like every update, it's a different art design. Oh, seems like my level 48s and 51s is actually keeping up with these people. Okay, and I'm thinking because my Quicksilver is really, like, is just collecting everybody in this tornado. When I think about it, Quicksilver is really OP, and I don't know if they want to fix that in a way. I remember just yesterday, I was playing, what is that called? Yeah, I was playing Timeline, I believe, and my Quicksilver was going against a Wolverine, and shockingly, it actually won. And it wasn't like it took out the Wolverine's health at all. They both have full health, and the Wolverine had more health than my Quicksilver, and the Wolverine had the same amount. Like they were both healed fully. And the Quicksilver just beat it somehow. I don't know. Maybe it's because of, the stats on my Quicksilver, how strong it is compared to that Wolverine. But it won. And this is my stats for my Quicksilver that I was just talking about, again, that was fighting against the Wolverine. Like, this is the Quicksilver I have. And as you can see, I've tried to do as much as I can to my characters as possible. I have the cards there. I even have the cards. I have cards. My cards are equipped, okay? I am not that person that will not equip some cards to help out. As you can see, physical attack. They're on fleek. Okay, that's copyright. I'm not going to do that. Critical rate. Critical damage. Attack speed. Energy attack. That's what ATK means, attack, and DEF means defense. Yeah, that's basically the general. Alliances, that basically means, what character will be, best linked up with Quicksilver. You can see it's a speed. So you know that one of the questions I have on here is what works against combat types, but what works against combat types is blast characters, and speed characters are actually weak against combat types. And combat types, okay, and speed characters, what I mean is that combat characters are strong against speed types, okay? It's all in a triangle. So you got the combat characters up top, and then the speed characters is to your right of the triangle. And then your left triangle is supposed to be the blast characters. The blast characters is stronger than a blast character is stronger than a combat character. It depends. It varies. Like you could you see how my stats are large. Combat characters could be as large as this, and yeah, combat characters could be as large as this, and yeah, pretty much a general. Speaking of it, you know, and of course, universal is in the middle. It depends. It varies. But I really don't look at that because I'm like, if you have a strong stats, it doesn't matter. But in this case, in this Shadowland, it really does. What's next? Universal types have advantages, and speed type characters have advantage. We're going to do combat type characters. And yeah, combat type characters. And then after this one, we're gonna stop We're gonna stop after this one. Okay. Because I wouldn't want this. I really do not want this video to be an hour video. So we're, you know, an hour-long video. I know nobody would love to sit through that. Okay. We're going to do Wolverine and Wolverine, Valkyrie. Yeah, Valkyrie. And this character that is called Miss America, I believe. Or it's a Mrs. America. It's one of those names. Yeah, it's one of those names. Yeah, my Wolverine is really strong, so it can tear up this. And also, you know, in Shadowland, depending on, you know, as it says, combat characters are going to be extra strong against these characters. It really just changes your power, like your attack, basically. And it makes you stronger than you know, the speed characters that you have to do in the Shadowland. So that's pretty, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like as it says, that's what I cleared. Combat type characters have an advantage in this stage. So any other characters that you use, like let's say you use Universal, it's just going to do 1 damage each time you hit a character. And that's basically Shadowland, you know? It's a challenge. You have to do what it says in order to get to where you want to get to. Like, which is basically King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Seems like we have time for one more. So we're going to do this right here. Okay, floor 4. We have heroes have an advantage in this stage. Villains have an advantage in the stage. Villains have advantage in the stage. Okay, I do not want to lose my villains because I feel like if I lose them, then I will not have time to, like, I will not have enough because I feel like in the 420s, that's when you have to have villains. And I don't want to use it so close to the front. So we're going to do heroes have advantage. Have advantage in this stage. And we're going to use my strongest character that I have. Well, maybe not, because I want my strongest character to be basically the King of the Hill. So we're not going to do that. We're going to use... I wonder, is Cable considered a superhero? Because... Okay, he's considered a superhero. Maybe one day they'll add anti-heroes and stuff instead of just one category, super villains and superheroes. Like, can we get anti-heroes or something like that and have their own character category so that Shadowland could be, you know, more challenging. But I can't talk because I only got past 27 floors. I haven't made it to 30 or the King of the Hills. So I can't talk like that. But yeah, just saying. Add that anti-hero and yep. And that's a challenge in itself. Apparently on Netmarble, they consider their top hitting, like, you know, the top games that they consider is basically this game that I'm playing right now, Marvel Future Fight, 7 Nights, Everybody Marvel, and Lineage 2 Revolution. I think I've heard of Lineage 2. I've never played it myself, but it sounds really cool. I don't know if it's cooler than this game, but maybe it has something to do with elves. Or maybe it's like Final Fantasy, sort of. Oh. I don't know if Cable is supposed to be turned upside down when he does that, because I feel like it's my game that does that. I feel like that's a glitch, because Cable does not turn upside down when I'm doing, like, when I see other people playing him, he turns right side up. So I really do not know what is going on with that situation. I might have to, like, contact help desk or something to figure that out, because it's been going upside down for a while now. So this is my Cable that I just used. As you can see, he's tier 1, custom gear, all that. Details, yep. Trying my best with this character. As you can see, his recovery rate is strong. It's holding. He's a superhero. He's mutant. He's blast type male. He's a tier 2. Okay, he's not a regular tier. Gear, you can see how little it's doing. It's in the kind of the thousands and hundreds of, you know, physical attack, energy attack, attack speed, all that. The ISO, critical damage, you know, all that good stuff. Cards, yep, looking pretty good. Let me show you my cards that I have here that I have, like, equipped. So I have, yeah, so these are basically my cards. Next video with this game that I'm going through, I'll show you more in detail about all these cards that I have here, but here go, like, a quick glimpse. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into, like, how I got to this point of having, you know, Shield, Loki, Civil War, Amazing Spider-Man, Thor. I'm not going to go into it. But next video that you see, that's what you're going to be, you know, that's what you're going to be seeing.